Well, hello everyone and welcome yourselves back on in. Now, we are back in and unfortunately we are 4 days ahead of where we left off, and all I'm just going to run through, I had the disaster that is my recording software basically crashed and the video got corrupt on recording, so apologies for that. I'll run you through quickly now where we're up to so you can kind of see. So first things first is Hope. We've allowed her to go into crafting, so she had her first thing, so she's got crafting going, so we're going to try and level her up. We started crafting some of these guys as well, so we've got different... We're going to basically get clothing ready, summer clothing and beanies if it goes cold as well. I've put in some lightning rods ready for when we get thunderstorms, because they will come in, and we started building this here. So all we did was finish the research of bench press to get strength up for Paulette. We did a couple of expeditions, nothing crazy, but we did get one really good one. So 2 hours away, we have this. The remains of a military ship. It can be searched for weapons indefinitely. So you'll notice that we've got a sniper on Katina. So we've basically got unlimited weapons, electronics and CPUs. That's 2 hours away. So all we need to do is make sure we're onto fuel fermenting, which we're going to have to go down the manure route. So what we need to do is observe one of these, but we can't craft fuel until we have crafting 2, which I want Hope to 2 or 3. So then we'll research it. But yeah, Paulette's cutting a bunch of these down so we can continue building this. So she's doing the last bit of the roofing here, and we're moving this stuff in. So that's pretty much where we're at. I've broken down some power cells, so we've got them for electronics. So you'll see our first lot of electronics, so we can actually get into power here. And then, yeah, research is this. So we're going through spaceship deconstruction, wind turbines, solar panels, battery, EM umbrellas. Then I'll probably get flare shielding, and then we'll kind of go from there. I'm a bit annoyed with what happened. I won't lie to you. It's a bit frustrating, but it is what it is. And what I'll do is make sure that all of our stuff starts to get set up here. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. So I'm going to play it, and we're going to move this stuff in. So we're going to start with these. Oh, mech delivery ship. So yeah, this is kind of happening as well. We're going to let Hope process at a lower speed so she can unlock an expedition for us. And I'm going to move these beds inside. So we'll just pop all 3 in there. And what I'll do is get Krista to do that now. And we'll also move the wardrobe in. So I'm just going to move everything over for now. I'm actually going to move this over. And what we're going to do is get basic lights in here and then drone delivery as well. So we should be fine. Hoping I can move all of this inside, and then we'll get the stalls in. So I'll get all this kind of planned out and ready. But yeah, apologies guys, that really did mess up everything. So it is what it is. I'll get everything going, so we're in good standing. So Krista, once you're done with that, can you queue up these moving please? And then we'll get her to move all of this. So they're all good to go, and then we can get all this deconstructed. This we can also empty and deconstruct. And then we can move these guys in as well. So I'm going to, yeah, just start to get the move to a basic house here. Just to cover us. And we should be fine. Yeah, apologies once again, guys. That is a few days missed. But it is what it is, right? Not too much happened. Obviously, we got one weapon and started building that. So it should be fine. So what I'm going to do, I realize we didn't actually have any antibiotics yet. We don't need that. What I'll do is say until 10 on the bandages, right? And what I'm going to do is go into here, and I'm going to take Paulette off that, and I'm going to tell Hope to go into that, and Paulette's going to do tailoring instead, and then Hope's going to do crafting of the bandages. We don't have loads, but I'll keep that 188, and what I'll do in flooring, they're just going to have wooden parquet throughout for now. And there we go. And then in here, we're going to get a couple of ceiling lamps. So they're good to go and they don't complain. Ready for when we get power going. And then I'll get Krista kind of back on the research there to get hopefully some research insights. Krista, going to get you doing that. And we'll say 2 on construct. For now. And a dogfight site right there. But yeah, absolutely devastated for missing that. I'll keep saying it. But thank you for being here anyway. Really, really appreciate it. If you haven't seen episode 1 already, please do. Krista's fainted because she's too tired. I'm really sorry. Might be worth rescuing her. Go pop her inside so she can get a bed. There we go. We'll get that sorted. But yeah, they're going to get debuffs in here. get through this night. We're due an attack probably really soon, so we'll have that coming in as well. All right, we'll keep a close eye on this crafting. It's 100 XP per bandage, I believe. So we've got it until 10, which is actually wrong. We need to come in and say in stock will be 4. We actually need to go until 20. I might change that until times. So we'll say 18. We don't need that many, right? If it's times, it'll do it that many. That should be fine. Yeah, there we go. That should be all we need. And then she should get her level. 150. We're only getting 50 per bandage. Is that right? Oh, she's at half XP right now because we're doing that thing. That's fine then. We'll get that in. Yeah, she's at half XP because we're unlocking that mech spot, aren't we? My bad. Okay, Krista, when you get up, construct that for me. And then maybe... Yeah, we'll let her eat, construct that, and then we'll get her going on the flooring as well so they don't get the debuff. So just clicking randomly through here, queuing it up, shift clicking. If you're wondering how I'm doing it. And then that does cover all the floor usually. She still hasn't moved the chairs though. Maybe get those chairs moved as well. Katina, rather than research, come and move those wooden chairs. I think that class is building. She's not a big fan of that, but we'll do it anyway. There we go. We've got the wooden flooring coming in. And then we'll get those last pieces done as well. Don't take long. And that's leveling her construction up. So she'll be level 4 soon. So the reason I went for the bench press was to get the Paulette leveled to make sure she brings more back from expeditions. But we're not going to be able to expedite that much, if I'm honest. Who can I get doing this? Does it make her unhappy, the construction? It doesn't. So we can get her moving that one. And then we'll get that last one moved afterwards, and then maybe just come and construct these last pieces of floor, please. Should fix us here. Paulette's on a risk of a meltdown as well, so let's check in. Mild heat stroke. Have you tried taking some clothes off? Try that. Maybe take your clothing off as well. Is she our crafter? Paulette, come and sew some summer shoes then after you've had a bench press. Imagine having a heat stroke and then doing some bench press. That was the manure that was discovered as well. What we're going to do is craft those shoes. Beanies are done ready if it goes cold. And then we'll get in the... Which one helps? Heat tolerance. T-shirts. Just 3 times on those as well so we have them. And then she should go and pop those on once they're done. Let's make sure she is set to that. Yeah, tailoring is 1. So she should be doing that first though. Anyway, have we run out of cloth yet? Nope, we're good. And actually, I want to make sure... but synthetics aren't ticked on these. That's the case. Hope, what's your crafting level? Halfway there to level 1. Probably should have waited until she's done her other thing, but it's fine. And yeah, we're a bit behind on research, but that'll fly through in a moment as well. And let's see if there's any weaponry we want to break down as well. So let's get that dismantled. Don't think we're ever going to need that jacket. All right, let's see where we're at. There's the first summer shoes. So how about Paulette? Why don't you go and get those on? If you already nicked them. Has someone already nicked them? Just noticed she's got those synthetic boots. It's just cold tolerance. Yeah, there's nothing there. Pop them on then, dear. There you go. Got to go a long way around to go and get those, haven't you? Let's get all this deconstructed as well. So Krista, I'm going to let her finish this research first. She's going to plow through all of these researches now. You'll see that'll just fly up. And let's get these now set to be salvaged. Because we're in a position where we can start hopefully getting electronics, fuel, all sorts from these devices over here as well. But yeah, there's our wind turbines coming in. Let's go ahead and get a minor wind farm started over here with another power pole. Just next to them there, that connects us up. And then I'm going to pop just 1 battery in, and that should be enough for us to get the delivery drone. So we've got EM umbrella. Let's go delivery drones before anything else, and then flare shielding. Let's do it that way. And we've got insufficient storage for the bandages. Okay. I think this is pretty full, so might copy another one of these then. We'll just pop that there. What I'm going to do here is pop a door just there, and then I'm going to expand our housing. So I'm just going to cancel that one and cancel that one. Copy that. Let's move this over 1 more, like so, and then we'll get this. We'll try this again, and then I'm going to go straight into a plank room, and we're going to go from here, and we're going to have an 8x3 that comes out here, and this is going to be a little bedroom slot. And there's the mech delivery. I've successfully triangulated the coordinates of the mech delivery ship and have added it to our maps. Thank you very much. So yeah, we might go up with this one. We'll have the bedrooms in here for a moment, and then we'll rearrange with kitchens and all that sort of stuff as well. All the research is done on the power, so I think I'll leave solar panels. So we're going to energy storage, EM umbrellas. I'm actually going to pop that first, just because it's 3 hours, and it makes me feel better for it getting done. Crafting 1 for Hope. Woohoo! So we can now go into this, right? So we're going to collect some manure. No, we can't. Hold on. And the attack's coming as well, so I'll just stop a second. That requires crafting 2, so I need Hope to keep doing that. No problem. And let's see what we're dealing with here. So just an easy 5. I'm actually just going to draft Katina for this then. I'm going to walk her over this way so she doesn't come into camp with them. So I'm just going to bring her kind of over here. And then what I'm going to do is get her to come and shoot one of these. Pop. And then I'm going to run her back and just deal with these as and when. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. We'll get the shooters first. Good stuff. Combat 1 already then. And they should stop chasing in a second. There we go. And that's job done already. So we'll get her to kind of run this way and deal with this. And she missed. Lovely. And then I may even be able to get her to finish this last one. Come on. Go. No, stop missing. There we go. Job done. So before you run away, Katina, I actually want you to come and scavenge all of these so they're done. And let's see what we get from them. Hopefully we get electronics. That's what I'm after. It's like our most important thing right now. Power cell, that's technically electronics. Research insight on the E-umbrella is done. Did that half do something else as well? Nope, but that's fine. And there's the laser pike and some electronics that she's getting in. So 18, lovely. I'm happy with that. So we'll get all this going and some more carbon. So that's good. We'll probably go into the carbon buildings because at the moment we don't have carbon armor. Obviously all those nests would have been really nice, and carbon armor early on would have been the perfect thing, but that's fine. I'm going to break down what we can in here, so I don't think we're ever going to need that for a start. So we'll take the synthetics. I'll bin off the coats because the beanies will be enough for when it gets too cold. I think that plus a fire should be okay. And then insufficient storage. What's the issue? That's the bandages, right? So Krista, I actually want you, now you've done that, to come and construct these wooden parquet and then construct that wooden chest. I'm going to manually get her to do stuff, and there's the energy storage. So let's get the battery in and then we'll work on the delivery drone. So I can change this up and get Hope to do research, but I also want her ready for crafting. So what I might do is just take her off that so she does this. Tailoring, I'm going to say no for now, and I'm going to get her to research. And then Krista, we're going to put back on construction. So research will be fine. I know she gets the insight, but I want her to just build. Because she, unfortunately, is our best construction. And she's the only one that can actually do it. There's another one in, so we'll get that broken down as well. We're just slowly working through stuff. She should go ahead. Yeah, she's doing all the deconstruction that we need as well. And then hopefully she gets all this electronic stuff down. So Katina's decided to faint outside from being too tired. We'll rescue her and get her to bed before she has a bit of a meltdown. It looks like she's on an upwards anyway, so we should be fine. We lose the rebel on a quest in 2.5 days. So that's going to be one where we need to actually focus on getting them happier, which will be the lighting in here. We'll do the world a good. And I believe you can now build in front of windows, right? As long as it's not the huge ones. So with the metal bars that we have, I'm just going to pop in a couple of windows here. So let's get a double there and a double there. That should be fine. Obstructed access on the outside. That's annoying. But that's fine. We'll get a couple in. So they have a bit of daylight when they're in there as well. Krista, what are you working on? Get those stockpiles done, please. And then just go and do some building. That's all you should be doing right now. And she's complaining she's cold. She's put the beanie on. Oh, nighttime gets very cold, doesn't it? Yeah. And I think this is classed as outdoors because the door's not done. Yeah, get that door done and then we'll be fine. And crafting 5 for Paulette here. Well done. So t-shirts and stuff coming in. It's weird that the t-shirt doesn't give any cold tolerance change. Because if you had a t-shirt on as opposed to nothing, that would help you in the cold, right? I don't know whether to get, like, coats and stuff in for the nighttime. I think we just need to rely on heaters. So still no fuel coming in from these scavenging and stuff, unfortunately. Hope is working on that research really well. We got the delivery drone. Now, if she got a research insight, we'd done a lot quicker on that. But that's all right. We got no... What is she doing? Okay, she's doing the deconstruct. If you didn't know, guys, but they do moving and deconstruct before actual building, which can be a little bit frustrating. Let's turn off the refuel of that. Let's actually deconstruct that fire. There's no need for it right now. We've just been hit by a toxic ash, which is a bit naff. Intellect 2 for Hope now as well. So 17 days in. Just keep a close eye on this stuff. We're still good on food. We're actually starting to get galactic coins in now. So trade might not be so bad eventually. And there she goes. She's finally getting the ceiling done. That's why they're outside. Ceiling isn't even completed either. So well done. Should be leveling up nice and quick on construction as well. So she gets it done even quicker. And she can be the one. If we can get these, the cores, I might save them. Just having a sit, are you? Work to be done. See, Cave Dweller debuff is the open and light. It's not good. Let's let them sleep, though. She'll continue that building in the morning. Let's take a look. I think there's just one more piece plus these to get built on the roof here. So when she wakes up, get up one. Let's get her to construct the remaining wooden plank ceilings here. There we go. Queued all of those up, so we should be fine. And then there's a security signal to go visit. They're usually pretty good for breakthrough researches as well. So we do still have the opportunity to get carbon armor through that route, right? So she's not that far. So quarter of the way to crafting 2 or thereabouts. So we could keep pumping out these bandages. I don't know how much cloth we've got left. How close is that to being grown as well? 37%. All right, I'm just sizing up how I want to do this now. I think we just need to focus this building. So, oh yeah, she's going around doing the lightning rods, actually. Yeah, I'm going to get her, let her do all that then, and then we'll get this focused. So, toxic ash is making them all slow. That's fine. I'll leave Hope kind of just researching for now. She's almost halfway there on delivery drones anyway, so that should be fine. Although, obviously, Krista can get an insight and just complete it really quickly. Probably should have taken... Nah, we need the extra crafting. I'm trying to, like, weigh up what we need, but if we got building on Hope, we still wouldn't have been able to level her quick enough. But we will need to consider a perimeter. We've got a really good build area, so I might use this water to our advantage. Although we've got a bit of a hill there, so this might need to be front and center. We've got... If I build this way, we've got such a big flat area to build on. It's actually a pretty good seed for that. The only downside is the research. But I'm one of those that doesn't mind too much, right? Right, construction is finally happening, so this should class as indoors now. Perfect. So it'll be cooler than outside by a couple of degrees when it's wood. It's usually pretty good. She's having to run out here to grab this stuff. This is why we need the delivery drone. The hauling takes a little bit longer. Okay, we've got an illness now, blood poisoning, so that is a problem. Research, antibiotics. We can craft them already, I think, from the cactus slime. I think they can use the, what's it called? Have we got cactus slime? We can get some, I think. Yep, cactus slime there, that's fine. We'll get an antibiotic done. Katina will go and do that, that's fine. What we can do, I think they can use the actual first aid kits for it anyway. But I'll just double check. I'm not too sure on that, actually. We might need to grab some antibiotics from the slime. Either way, that's fine. And here comes the power stuff now. So before you do that, go to bed. Katina, you're the one that's got blood poisoning, right? Yeah, so she needs that one antibiotic. That's fine. No, it's gone. So the med kits do it. So we probably don't need those antibiotics then. That's fine. It's just re-racking my brain, so I'm not going to waste time on that. Perfect. I think that blood poisoning came from the toxic ash. It does happen when they're outside too much. Alright, so Krista, when you wake up... You're already up? No. I wanted you to actually go ahead and eat. So we're going to get her to eat, and then I'm going to get her to go ahead and construct that. And the wind turbines. Let's get this power going. Did you eat? It's cold, it's dark. You'll be fine in a minute. Won't be cold in a minute either. What clothing are we working with? Alright, we're going to need to set up some trousers and stuff as well, so we'll get that going in a minute. These are going to move into here with the beds anyway, so most of that stuff will have room then to get the crafting and research table in here. Let's get this moved in now, so they're not traveling too far. Same goes for these guys. So that silica energel shouldn't be on there either. And let's get that emptied and deconstructed also. So we'll get this kind of closer now. And then you'll see what I'm doing with these stockpiles. The point is we're just going with a little bit of an area over here. Let me just cancel that a second. So let's copy that. And let's just make it the same length. I'm probably just going to cover those over with these guys. And then we'll get this moved. So dartboard can kind of come in here. It's very jammed in there at the moment, but it should be fine. And let's also get this moved over into the bedroom area when it can. And then we'll get these deconstructed and these guys moved to wooden tailor bench. I'm going to figure out how I can do this. I think there works. And then this one here can then be placed somewhere. There we go. We'll squeeze it in there. Everything's in. And then maybe move this over as well. No, that can stay. That can stay. And there we go. We've got power. So you see these lights? So we'll get this research of the drone done. We'll get that in and then we'll no longer have to worry. And let's also set up the wooden parquet in here as well. So it's done. No more drama. We have a lovely little tight fit house here. I love it. Graphics are beautiful on this game. And just taking a casual walk up on the roof. Right, still no meltdowns. We've done well. Low food supply now. So, well, 4 days. It's not that low. We've got the syrup, haven't we? So we've got plenty of options here. Just for variety purposes, I'm going to send them out over here. And we're going to harvest a few of those. I might even just grab those as well. And then we're going to need an outside store shed. So I'm going to do this in a weird way here. So what I'm going to do is just pause it. We're going to use scrap metal. And we're going to go 1, 2, storage, store shelf. Still got plenty of wood. And then we're going to put this rack in here. And this one, I'm going to deselect all. And we're just going to have, I just need to find manure. I need to collect some before I can set that one. There we go. So we'll set the manure to come over. And then this shelf here. I wish there was a search function. I know it's not going to be in food, but where does the manure come under? I thought it was crafting material. Oh, it is. There we go. Manure. And then that'll be like a little manure shed. And then we will be able to... I know it's not efficient that much for now. It will do. Until I've decided how I'm going to have this building. I don't know. So we'll go with that. Delivery drone is about to finish off, though. And let's check in on Katina before she has a breakdown here as well. Nothing. It's on the rise, so that's good. Tell you what, do some bench press as a bit of a pastime when you wake up. And we're good. Delivery drone in place. So we're going to go ahead and plonk a delivery drone. We no longer have the metal, so we're going to need to obviously smelt that as well. Let's go ahead and grab a couple of furnaces this side. Maybe 2. And we'll just smelt up a couple there till we'll just go until maybe 50. I don't know. We'll see. Krista, you've still got loads of construction to do, and we've just been hit by a severe heat wave, so we're just going to need to get these t-shirts below 42, so you might want to take that hat off in a moment. Below 38 because of the hat. We can change her for summer shoes, which will help. And Paulette, you've got the summer shoes, so you're below 37, so you could always take that off for a t-shirt. Let's get her wearing a t-shirt instead. And that should give her a little bit of a better tolerance. There we go. And finally getting this stuff built. Beautiful. So we got there. Right, we're on flare shielding, and then we're going to wait. Oh, carbon armor's here. I thought I was being daft. Okay, cool. We'll get carbon armor in then, and we should be fine. The only thing we're going to need, once this delivery drone's in, we'll take out those, and we can go into that. Haven't decided. We can't do either of these, so it's going to have to be carbon rooms when we've got the Survival Construction 5. Cool. We can go into carbon for the rest of our building. So we'll work with this small area for now until we go into carbon. And I'm going to send Katina to kill off the nests. Because we've got a whole bunch here. So there's a few. So 1,100 there. Are you almost there? He's almost there. Oh, right. Insufficient material. Cool. Let's go with 3 times in that one, so they get that going. So we can smelt up those ores. It's going to be really hot by there. Indoors 41 and 37 outside. We're going to have to worry about heat stroke at the moment. We'll keep an eye on Krista. It should go down in a minute. But she's still got the blinking beanie on. Take it off. There we go, below 40, so she should ease off. And then we'll get the, what's it called, done in here soon. So light and heat, we can obviously get a thing he wants researched. You know what I'm talking about, the bloody heat pump thing. Right, guys, that's going to be where I end this one out. So as always, thank you so much for being here. Please do hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you aren't already. We're working through a lot of things. But look at this beautiful little house we've managed to build. So thank you so much. Hope you have a great day. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.